The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome to the new channel where our passion transforms a community that sees all things new. I am Master Coach LaKendra and I am streaming live from Dallas, Texas, USA, the home of the Dallas Cowboys, the Dallas Mavericks, and the Dallas Stars. And good evening and good morning in some parts of the world. Welcome to the 1 Million Life Coach Around the Globe, Season 1, Episode 2, right here on TNC. Welcome back. I am so excited that today is Monday and I am able to be here with you. Hello to all of our guests that are popping in. We have Nappy Coach Nia. I see your name on here. Hello, Nappy Coach. Welcome back. You had such a great show on last week. Thank you for tuning in. For those of you who do not know, I am Master Coach LaKendra Smalley, and I am the founder and CEO of the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs. And let me tell you something. My whole objective in doing this 1 million life coaches around the globe is to showcase the vulnerability of powerful leaders and to show the world how they are human too. Leaders deal with life challenges every single day, and some days they have no one to check in on them because of the stigma that leaders can bear all things due to their successes and hard work. But do you really think that they bear all things? They don't. Strong leaders take care of everyone in spite of their own personal needs or even traumas, and yet they still push forward, having a greater responsibility to taking care of their families, businesses, and their community because they have accepted the calling. So I am challenging leaders to join me on 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe on here, right here at TNC, to share what people do not get to see a lot. And that is the truest essence of a leader, their vulnerability and their heart. Them behind the suit and tie, the stiletto heels, and for my guests today, the white coats. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, they say. I want to shine a more noble light on leaders from a heart perspective. Great leaders lead with love, and they take great responsibility of spreading love over suffering. And here on the 1 million life coaches around the globe, we get to hear the what that propels them to the next level of leadership. And that is to lead with love. So let's bring up our two powerful leaders and get to know them on today. First up is Coach Stacey, and she is a 31-year-old Canadian native who currently resides in San Antonio, Texas. She is a critical care RN and also the Energetically Aligned Business Coach. Our guest is also the CEO of Mindset Motivator Coaching, where she helped new coaches align and design programs with purpose and results. The co-creator of Soul Society. Y'all hear I said that? Society. It has a really freaky spelling. It's a platform for fierce female entrepreneurs and coaches wanting to grow in purpose and have the support of raising their vibration and those who surround them on this plane. And as a brand ambassador for GICE, it is my pleasure to introduce one of my favorite coaches, Coach Stacey, the CEO and Mindset Motivator, coaching and co-creator of Soul Society. Woo! Girl, come on through.
Thank you so much for that introduction, Master Coach. It's just so interesting when you say all those things. Sometimes we don't realize as leaders our celebrations, right? We're like, wow, is that really how far I've come? You know, sometimes as leaders, and here's the vulnerable part is that sometimes we don't always celebrate our wins. And when someone introduces you, you're just, okay, here I am.
Are they talking about me?
Did I say me?
I am definitely talking about you. So here's the thing, Coach Stacey. Before we bring up our next guest, go ahead and share with the audience in 60 seconds everything you do to impact lives.
Oh my goodness. 60 seconds. So as Master Coach has described, I am the Energetically Aligned Business Coach, where I help new coaches align and design programs with purpose and build wealth in residence. So that is my true purpose, I feel, in this world, is to help others really build wealth in resonance, but also in purpose. I love being a brand ambassador and bringing people in to the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs to realize that you can be a life coach. I am a co-creator of Soul Society, where I'm having a platform for fierce women to grow in purpose and raise to their highest vibration. I'm a nurse, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a dog mom, and I'm always stepping into leadership, wanting to be 1% better than yesterday.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Why, out of everything you said, I am a dog mom.
Vulnerability at its finest. I really think that the dog I adopted or found me in June of 2021 is what changed my life. It made me slow down. And so I always have to bring her into every one of my introductions. She's actually roaming around somewhere here in the room. She'll probably come over and want to be pet soon. But
I love it. I love dog moms and dog dads. Thank you for sharing that. Hello, everyone that is jumping in. Listen, you have landed in the right place. Go ahead and share this out. Tag one of your business besties, your besties, your next door neighbor, your co-worker, your family member, whoever. Bring them into this room because it is going to be lit tonight, okay? Because I am getting ready to introduce my next guest, Dr. Coach Rommel. He is an avid learner of life who is passionate in raising awareness, enhancing lives, and helping others. He's a nurse, a doctor, a surgeon, a teacher, an entrepreneur, an executive, a politician, and a multiple degree graduate, a police officer, a speaker, a life and mental health coach. Simply put, this man is a lover and a nurturer of oneself so as to be able to develop others and make a positive change in this world. Let's bring to the stage Dr. Coach Rommel.
Hello, 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 Master Coach and Coach Stace, Master Coach LaKendra. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Dr. Rommel, it's so good to see you.
My pleasure to be with you all right now.
So listen, that bio, I know people heard that and they was like, WTH, how was he able to accomplish all of that in his youthful and young life, because you're still young over there, Dr. Coach Rommel. So what I want you to do is, would you share with us 60 seconds how you have done everything in your life and how does it impact lives?
Okay, this is a nice one. And in 60 seconds, I really would like to just wrap it up. But before anything else, I didn't just landed on this. I had a lot of things to go through. I messed up a lot. And maybe that's why, because I messed up a lot, I am where I am right now. So I started my educational background. I started young. I started at 4 years old, and then I graduated my medicine in 21, 22 years old. And then from then on, I just pursued education every time I get the chance to. And along the way, it just so happened to me that the more you learn something, the more you know that you have nothing, actually, that you don't even know a bit of anything. So the more the hunger and the thirst for learning sat in with me. And a mentor of mine once told me that the only thing that you would know if you've learned is if you will be able to share it to others. And that's where the coaching came in at the moment. Um, Now I'm just so happy to develop myself. I'm still learning. I'm still an avid learner of life. But now the counterpart of that is I am sharing it with everyone, like everyone I meet, the whole day that I have, the next day that I'll get, and the past days that I had. Um, so that's about it that I have right now with all those things. Again, it is not me. It was just an opportunity given to me by the one who made me, and I'm just grabbing every chances I get, every time, and all the time. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much for sharing that. You know what, Dr. Coach Rommel, you are always the example for me to know that I can accomplish anything I put my mind to. And so I really appreciate you being the example. And that brings me to this, because both of you are in the medical field. And sometimes it confuses people when I say, like, hey, I have, life coaches that are in every profession. Why did you become a certified life coach with already a beautiful educational background and professional experience? And let's start with Coach Stacey. Like, what brought you to life coaching?
That's such a good question, Coach LaKendra. I always knew I was a leader in any aspect of my life. And anytime someone asked me, once I had become a nurse, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And to me, it didn't resonate with me to say, I'm going to be a nurse practitioner and that's it. And that's my calling, right? I always said, I'm just going to help people. I'm just not really sure how. And nursing was part of my journey, and it still is. And I really stepped into my purpose when I had two very critical situations that I dealt with as a COVID ICU nurse. And it was very saddening. I had also lost a friend to suicide all within, 24 hours. And I went home, and whether it was the universe or what it was, but something told me it's time. And I didn't know what that meant. And the next day, I ended up getting my life coach certification with you. And so I knew that I was here on this earth, that as Coach Rommel had said, we are brought to this earth for something more than just we're the physical beings of what's been given to us. And when I heard that, it is time, I said, okay, it's time to go on my journey. And whether I know what that is or not, it was the confusion part that actually was the most beautiful part of this process, was the confusion part. And that is what brought me here today.
Wow. That is, you know what, the confusion part, because people probably really don't get that. It's that brokenness part. It's the part of, confusion and suffering where, it's like I have everything. You've paid off all your debt, right? You did that in the process as well. And then, you're saving lives and it still wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm. And you get confused at that point. You say, shouldn't this be enough? Yeah. And that's what some people go through their whole life. I am doing enough. Isn't that enough? I knew that there was something more to this life that I have. There's something more. And it was finding my purpose. And finding my purpose was the path of being confused at times, right? Trying to figure out what brought me here, Coach LaKendra, was what I didn't want. So I found out everything I didn't want, which led me more into what I did want. And so I'm so grateful and thankful for the opportunities that weren't for me, because it led me to where I am now.
That is so beautiful. So basically what she just told everyone who is listening is that it's okay to be confused. You can be a high-level professional and still have a sense of emptiness. Like, it's perfectly normal. It just means that you need to do more searching, right? More of that soul searching. Thank you so much for sharing that, Coach Stacey. All right, Dr. Coach Rommel, because, honey, they heard everything that you are, okay? So why did you become a certified life coach with your beautiful background, your education, and your professional background?
Oh, my experience with life coaching actually was, it is still the same thing that is happening in my life every day. Like, an opportunity comes in, I just grab it. I always say yes. I try not to say no, at least. So when Coach Marife actually called me up and asked me if I would like to be in a life coaching certification class, I never asked for anything, actually. I didn't even bother to say what it is not, or how it is. I just said, yeah, sure, count me in. And that's the story there. Maybe because I was in that point in my life that learning really just makes you develop yourself. Learning just makes you a better person. So every time, and until now, actually, I just finished another master's degree in business management. During pandemic, I was doing that. I finished the public health master's also during the pandemic time. It is because when something sets in, I just say yes. It's more like, my dad actually told me one time when I was still young. He told me this: you pray always for things that you want in life, and you expect answers for it, right? And I said, yeah, I do. Do you know that all those things that are happening in your life, from the moment you wake up until you fall asleep, are God's answers to your prayers?
Yes.
The point is, are you saying yes to those or not? And somehow it stuck with me. And every time I see something, this might be the answer. I mean, it doesn't really mean that it is the answer, right?
You're right.
Sometimes it's the way. I will take Coach Stacey saying it's confusing. It's a bit chaotic. You don't even see it. It's abstract. You don't even see the answers there at that moment in time. But when you just lean in a bit, you would notice that, all was God's prodding at least. So yeah, that's
Amazing.
the reason why I came into life coaching. And then when I was in the life coaching, I was like just so excited. I was just so swept off my feet. Actually, I was like happy. I was happy to see you, Master Coach. I mean, I was like
Because I
learning.
certified you live there into
Yeah,
Global. Yeah, I
and
was
I
there.
was I was learning a lot. I was being in a community of people who think the same way as you do in a way, like raising consciousness, raising awareness, helping others, enhancing lives. I mean, that's have been my one tagline or three taglines, I guess. So it was all there. And just imagine this from 2019 until now, I'm still connected. And being a brand ambassador also is just one thing of me learning a lot, learning something else. Um, so how did it affect me? Life coaching actually elevated who I was or who I am in a way. I mean, well, there's a saying, whom you are with, who you are. So being with life coaches actually just elevates you
Mm-hmm.
to a more what a higher level of learning life,
Mm.
touching lives. So hands on,
Wow,
hands
that
on.
is so
Have
beautiful.
a good, great experience.
I really appreciate that because a lot of people don't understand. Someone said over here in the messages, are you saying yes to God's answers to your prayers? That's so profound because a lot of us we ignore those messages because we feel that we're not worthy or we're not capable or we're not equipped. But I'm telling you, you heard it from Dr. Coach Rommel, you can be all things possible. All you have to do is put your heart and your soul and your mind to it and just get it done. So I love that. Thank you so much. Um,
Thank you, Master Coach.
you're welcome. We have a lot of comments. Like last week, I got lost in them, so I just want to kind of keep up with them today. Shout out to everyone who is tuning in. I really, really appreciate you. Hello, Linzo. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.
I'm
Attorney
signing
Coach
papers.
Heidi.
It's okay.
Thank you for being here, Attorney Coach Heidi. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to have you on the show so everyone can also hear your story. Hello, Nappy Coach, once again. We have a message from Sheila, and she says, "Good morning from Manila, Master Coach Kendra, Coach Stacey, and Coach Ramel. Good evening
Good
to you."
morning. Good evening.
Jade says, "Hello, Master Coach, coaches Romel and Stacy." Francine is sending all of her love. We're gonna take all of your love, Francine. Thank you so much. Febby says, "Hello, beloveds. Great conversation. Great to see you all. Thanks for the vulnerability. Yes, because we need more of our leaders to be vulnerable, so we can, lead better, lead more with more quality." Jay says, "Life coaching equals journey of purpose. Congratulations." I really, 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 really agree. Um, Andra Wilson Harris says, "Saying no, you may have missed an opportunity in changing something or someone's life." And you know what? I'm gonna pause right there because it's so true. It takes me back to um my favorite artist because y'all know I listen to rap. Okay, so and my favorite artist is Jay-Z, and in his song called "The Lost One," he says, "Time don't go back; it goes forward, and you can't run from the pain, so you go towards it. Some things just can't be explained. So what caused it?" So, in my life coach certification for leaders, we stand face to face with this in the I Care model. How has the model helped you to stop running from difficult areas in your life so you can be a stronger leader?
Mm.
Which one do you want to answer that first? Coach Stace, let's start with you.
Yeah, I'll go towards that. So, oh, okay. I'm just taking in those lyrics. Um, I guess the best thing I could say is the awareness part of the eye care model that you have, Coach LaKendra. The awareness part is what resonated so much with me. And the question you always asked us is, what is stopping me from attaining my purpose? Right? So some people say go towards the path of least resistance, but some people do that because that's the easy way. But what if you go towards the path of what is most resistant, because maybe you're resisting what your expansion actually is, right?
Mm,
Maybe you're resisting your expansion because our ego is so great at keeping us safe and in a routine. So what happens if you go towards the expansion, right? And maybe that's what has stopped some people from actually stepping into their purpose. So for me, I went head on. I
yes,
went
you
head
did.
on with that confusion. I went head on with inner feelings of, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that, to now it's, I can create this. I can create that. I am here for a community of people. It's actually not about me in the end. It's about everyone else that I want to elevate, just like Coach Rommel said. So to me, going towards the path of most resistance is the funnest part. And awareness in your eye care model is the reason why I'm here.
Yes, thank you so much. People are listening to this and they're like, those people are crazy. You're talking about going towards the fear, going towards the things that scare you the most, but it answers the question or the statement that Andrea Wilson Harris, said. It's about, do you miss the opportunities because of fear? The lack of awareness that's keeping you so stuck and so paralyzed from moving forward. And that's what I love about the eye care model, because it helps you to really propel into your next level.
Mhm.
All right, Dr. Coach Romel, because I know you got something juicy.
Oh, well, awareness really. I agree with Coach Stacey. No. You wouldn't be able to know where you're going. You wouldn't be able to know where you're from, not being aware of things, not being aware of what is happening in your life. So basically, the eye care model, being aware, getting knowledge, not just knowledge actually, but getting wisdom as to what is there at your hands right now and where you're going, is one of the things that people should focus on. Um, Being aware does not mean really that you just have to know it. It is going through storms because you know what is in the storm and you know also what's gonna be after the storm. Life is not easy. It will never be. If it has been easy, then all of the people now will be just doing fine. So it's not. It's not. But being aware that there is something to look forward to, being aware that what is happening right now is just part of it, well, that somehow gives you the courage to go through things, the courage to just face your fears head on. But I'm talking right now like this. It doesn't mean that I don't have fear. It means I have a lot of fear. I'm conquering it every day and every time. That's what makes it challenging. That's what makes me personally, actually, that's what makes me excited about life, about the day to come. Not knowing what's gonna happen, but knowing that there might be something happening there, and I have to just do my thing. Um, I always share this to my students, to my coaches, to everyone I meet. I said, fear and faith actually does not really go hand in hand well. Because the more you have faith, the less you have fear. The more you have fear, the less you have faith. There's what you call a semblance of balance of both. Meaning, if you fear, then it means that you have to have faith, knowing that you can go through all this. Because if you ran away from fear, it meant that you just focused on one and not on the other. What you focus on, the other one will disappear. So with the eye care model, like creating your best you, being aware of how to do it, trying to reflect on what you've done and what you've been doing actually, but the core there, I guess, is learning first, knowing, being aware first. So for me, that's the care model that I'm really emphasizing.
Wow. I mean, did y'all write the care model or did I write the care model? I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
I just love how you both have really internalized it, right? Because my favorite quote that I give to y'all is from Muhammad Ali, and he says that he doesn't start counting his push-ups until they hurt, until they're burning, because that's when the push-up counts for him.
Mhm.
And so I'm just so honored to have both of you a part of our tribe. And thank you for sharing your comments. And we are getting ready to check out some of our sponsors. So we'll be back right after these messages. we are back. All righty. Let's go ahead and get ready for, let's see here. Let's bring our guest back on. How about that? Let's bring our guest back on. Hello, guests. Did y'all
It's a
take
nice
a
break.
break?
Yeah.
Were you able to take just a small little break? Okay, awesome, awesome. Let's jump back into the interview. But before we do that, let's go back over and send all of our viewers some love. Hello, viewers. Thank you for hanging in here with us. Don't forget to share this out on your social media pages and invite somebody in because we have just a little bit longer to go, and I don't want to miss all of this great conversation that we are having over here at the 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe, episode 2. So let's take it back to some happy feely, touchy feely stuff. Let's talk about like what brings you joy, you know, because everyone is hearing how y'all are so responsible for doing your inside work, and you're being like totally honest about it's not, you know, it's not easy doing this work. However, it's something has to drive you to want to get up every day and do what you do. So, Coach Stace, what brings you joy?
Such a great question. Thank you for asking us that. And this has always been something, even when I didn't think I was a coach. And what brings me joy is seeing others have some of their best aha moments, whether that's friends, whether that's coaching clients, whether that's in the community of women that I've created in Soul Society, figuring out, oh my gosh, this is really who I am. When people really can find out their authentic self, Master Coach LaKendra, when I get to experience and honor that space, that is literally what drives me and what gets me joy. What brings me joy every day is seeing authenticity bloom like a flower.
Yeah, I love that. It's one of my favorite things as well. In transformation, watching you all like blossom and transform into these great leaders. You were already great leaders before you came through, but actually to see you go to your next level and finding your own confidence that you can have all the things that you want, and in the midst of having all the things that you want, you can still help everyone and help save lives, right? So yeah, thank you for sharing. What about you, Dr. Coach Rommel? What brings you joy?
For me, what gives me joy actually is touching people, other people's lives, positively, positively. I mean, those little things actually, that's what makes me feel happy and makes me feel the joy. I don't even have to see the results yet, but knowing that they left my presence, learning something, knowing something, I know that I have planted something there, and that's what gives me the joy. Well, when I wake up, I know that I will be meeting a lot. I'll be engaging with a lot of people from my hospital work, from my teaching loads, from my duties and responsibilities being a legislative member of the town, and even just being a friend, a dad. I mean, those things actually encompasses a lot. Being a classmate, being being the leader, the boss, or I don't know how you call it, an executive officer, but also being a follower. I mean, I know all those engagements will turn into something if I grab the opportunity to do something good for that thing. So that planting seed actually of something positive just keeps me going. I mean, that's my joy in
Yeah.
in every day actually. Just planting the seed. I have lived. Well, I'm 47 years old, right? So when I started like about 2 decades ago doing this, I have lived for quite a long time. That I have seen the fruits of those seats already.
Mhm.
And the more it adds up
Yeah.
to the joy that you have a solid foundation of the things that you have done decades ago, and you've seen it coming to fruition in professionals, in students that I got, and knowing that you have planted it a long time ago, and seeing the effect of it right now with your own eyes, you have this feeling that if you do the same thing again today, who knows, maybe when I'm 60, 70, 80 and all, they'll be there. I even asked my daughter, actually, one of the talk that I had with my daughter a few weeks ago, told she asked me, Dad, are you still gonna teach law? Are you still gonna teach medicine? I mean, you have full plate. I
Mm.
said, yes, I will. Are you being given the money? And I said, no, it doesn't matter. What matters is I know that I'll be touching their lives, and these will be future lawyers, this will be future doctors, this will be future nurses. And if I have made an impact to them somehow, maybe somewhere along their lives too, they will do the same thing to others. And that gives you, I mean, if that doesn't give you the joy, then probably you're not in the right path of your life. Yeah, that's what gives me joy.
I love that. I love just the true part of your answer really talked about just community, like you being able to be in community with your family, with everybody you come in contact with, which is what makes you such a great leader, Dr. Coach Rommel and Coach Stace, and I really appreciate that. One word I want y'all to come up with one word. Think of one power word that helps get you through the day, and I also want to tell our audience as well, like, we need your words, right? Because it may help someone else. I want you also to go ahead and make your comment of one power word that gets you through the day and why. And so 1, 2, 3, are y'all ready? So Coach Stace, what's your one power word that gets you through the day, and why is that word so powerful for you?
My word is open. So I am open to receiving. And the reason why that is so powerful for me is because it puts me in a three-dimensional mode of, why is this happening for me and not to me? Right?
Mm.
Because every situation, whether you perceive it as good or bad, it's so important to ask yourself, why is this happening for me? Right? And the only way to do that is to say, I'm open to receiving whatever the day brings me. And that would be mine.
Yes, come through being open. I love that. All right, Dr. Coach Robel, you up next. What is your one power word?
Although this is not a word, but it's an acronym.
Mm.
I have been using that for time immemorial. I call it faith. I call it faith. I have to have a firm mind. I have to do actions. I have to be intense with what I'm doing. I have to know that there is time on earth. I won't live that long enough to be here forever. And I have to know that I have to honor God in everything. That's my word, actually. And that's one word for me. That's faith.
All right, I love
I'm
that.
sorry, but it's more
It's
of just one word.
I love that, faith and being open. Those two words are going to also help others. And my one word today is going to be just next level. It's actually two words, but next level, because if you continue to think in next level, like when I'm down and out, I'm always, activating my brain to go to the next level to bring me out of that darkness or that confusion or being stuck. So I hope that our audience are over here commenting and doing your one word, because when I come back from this very brief break that we're about to take, we're going to look at some of the upcoming shows. I'm going to be reading your one word. So we'll be back right after these messages. All right. So the new channel is an online alternative new media platform of online shows for people on the go. Please watch all of our shows as seen on the screen. Listen, just close your eyes for me. Imagine you being on the screen. Imagine having your own show, your own playlist, your own content. And you do not have to do it all alone, because TNC got you covered. TNC aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. Our channel is a responsible global 24/7 platform that showcases Filipino talent, global influencers like myself, cultural intelligence, and ingenuity. Catch 1 million life coaches around the globe every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time as you're winding down from a goal-driven day, and Tuesday mornings in the Philippines at 9:30 a.m. as you get ready to slay your daily goals. You can watch live or replay via Facebook or YouTube, and follow us on Instagram. Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search hashtag TNC Now. For sponsorships, please email now@thenewchannel.com or send us a DM, direct message, and enjoy these life-changing shows because we made them just for you. And we
Nice.
are back. We have some of the most amazing freaking shows here on the new channel. And I just love paying also homage to them, because I want y'all to get into all of the shows. Okay. So I'm back and I want to read some of the one words, okay, that some of our guests shared. Um, Coach Mariah says, having faith will definitely get you through. Andrea Wilson Harris says, durability. Durability is her power word. That's my first time hearing it as a power word. We want you to expound on that a little bit, Andrea. And empowered, Febby says her one word is empowered. I absolutely love that. So as we get more new one words in, we will celebrate them here on the screen. But I want to say something that Coach Ronnie B said a little earlier. She says faith obliterates fear. Powerful. I absolutely love that. And Sheila says light is her one word. So shout out to all the participants. We love when you engage with us, because it just makes a sexier show. Okay. So the next thing I want to do coming up is something that I'm going to start new that the coaches, they don't even know about it. Y'all don't even know about it either. And I'm not going to even tell you about it until I'm ready to do it live right here on the new channel. Okay. And that is to showcase a life coach of the week, because we have thousands of coaches from all over the world that do amazing and extraordinary things. Okay. So this week, drum rolls, please. Our coach for the week is going to go to Coach Claire. Coach
Wow.
Claire is, yes. And she's probably like,
Congratulations, Coach Claire.
Master Coach, I didn't
Congratulations,
know
Coach
that.
Claire.
Y'all, she is absolutely amazing. She brings so much joy into the Institute. And I will say that Coach Claire is the coach for women. right? So if you are a woman and if you're going through anything, if you're going through brokenness, or if you are trying to get to your next level, or if you just need someone to talk to, look at her name, go find her on Facebook, send her a friend request, and Coach Claire is the ideal coach to help you. She called herself the Coach Cultivator. I think that's her little tagline. But we'll get to meet her pretty soon here on 1 Million Life Coaches around the globe. So congratulations, Coach Claire, for all of the work that you're doing in your community and around the globe to make women's lives better. Yay!
Congratulations.
Yes, I just love it. Like, I just love all these little secret surprises that I got going on here. Everyone is saying congratulations. We have another one word of the day from one of our newest coaches, Coach Cheryl, who is out of New Orleans. Hello, Coach Cheryl. And she says
Hello,
her
Coach
one word
Sharon.
is push.
Push.
Push. Love that. Love that, because sometimes we need to say that to ourselves.
Actually, there's a term for that, push.
I'm sure you have it. What
Push until something happens.
push
Oh
until
my gosh, that's so
Until
good.
something happens.
push until something happens. Well,
Mhm.
Dr. Coach Rommel, I don't even know how you just retained all of the information in your brain. I don't know how you do
It's
that.
push.
I love that. Andrea came back. You know, she said, I was driving to expound. Okay, the ability to withstand any obstacles is what I thought of. I
Mhm.
like that. I like that. Everybody should have a one word, because that one word could possibly save your life someday. You know, I deal with a lot of clients, especially when I first started coaching. I didn't know which direction I wanted to go through. So at first I started out as a relationship coach, and then, you know, I went into like trauma coaching, and the clients that I would have, I would ask them, what is one thing you can say to yourself to redirect your brain and bring you back centered with your heart? And they did not know. And that's kind of like how I came up with the one word. And so I would help them find that one word, and I would have them to post it all around their house. So regardless of where they were in their house, that one word could bring them back centered to heal, like Coach K. Sabala just said. Hello, Coach K. Sabala.
Hello, Coach
She
K.
said her one word
Yeah.
is heal. I love it. I love it. Okay, so before we wrap up, I want to be able to give both of you um, a little time to talk about any special projects you're working on that can propel other leaders to their next level. So, Coach Stace, I'll open the floor up to you. If you can just spend a little time talking about what do you have going on, we would love to hear.
Sure. Yes. I've actually had the opportunity to be the co-creator of Soul Society, which is our new Facebook platform. I'm working with Coach Francine, who's Divine Nurse Coach, and Coach Krista Cannon, who is also a graduate of the Global Institute of Coaches and Entrepreneurs. And we have a society formed for women, whether you're a coach to be, an entrepreneur, or someone just finding your purpose. We have collaborated together, which is so amazing to do as, you know, new coaches on the journey of, you know, finding our purpose as well. And we have, or are developing, I should say, a 3-month masterclass that will be starting on September 15th, where we bring in all parts of mind, body, and soul, figuring out who you are, how to energetically direct your purpose, and how to care for yourself. That is something we are going to launch on September 15th. We're super excited. The book is to be announced that is going to correlate with the masterclass. And this last masterclass that we had was absolutely life-changing for some people. Within 4 weeks, we're not even done yet, and I've just seen the shift and the momentum that people have brought to this group. The growth is absolutely amazing, and what's great is we're bringing other coaches into the space to teach their purpose, to teach in what they want to do. And so I'm super excited and really, really looking forward to this launch that we have coming on September 15th.
Thank you so much for sharing. And all of the information that you need is right below. Just follow those little moving words and also check the comments. And you can find that information. Dr. Coach Rommel, anything you have coming up?
No, it's just the ordinary day, every day that I have. So with that said, any one of you who wants to get in touch, just message me at my Facebook and everything. I can share with you a thing or two. In a way, you'll be one of those people I engage with and somehow affect positively. In a way, I'm giving out for this episode right now. I'm giving out free 3 sessions. Actually, the power of your mind thing, or it's more of a discussion as to how you can tap into the power that God has given. It's all in the mind. So with that said, I'm giving it to anybody, for free. Those who are watching this episode right now. There's a disclaimer. No. It's for free.
I just love how we just give things away for free, which brings me to y'all, we have free stuff to give away. So Dr. Coach Rommel is giving away 3 sessions that's going to help you power forward, and it's all about the power of your mind. It's an hourly session, and we will be putting the winners here in the feed. So make sure you are coming back to see if you are the winner. And also, Coach Stace is offering a free consultation for business coaching. So if you are an entrepreneur and you need to kind of know what direction, you need some advice, Coach Stace is your chick, okay? She is your coach, and we will be putting her link also in the comments. So what we're going to do is, Dr. Coach, is it one person that gets the 3 sessions, or are there 3 people?
No, one person for 3 sessions.
Okay, so we
If
will be
there will be 5 person, then I'll give it for the 5 person.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we'll be announcing the winners. We'll be putting you and tagging you in the comments later today, or I guess later today. I'm gonna have this together next week, okay? How we can give these out where people are on. So, but we just want to be fair. So what I'm gonna do is just put everybody who participated. If you made a comment in here, I'm gonna be putting your name in a hat. I may even do it live and maybe share it out. I'll see if TNC can share it out, and we'll let you know who the winners are. I think that is like a fun way. It's a fair way, and then y'all can go ahead and get the help. And the last thing is, those of you who are tuning in, as you see, last week we brought in 2 of our powerful coaches as well. Their platform is mental health. This week it was all about our white coat, our white coat coaches. You can be a life coach regardless of what profession that you're in.
Yeah.
If you're ready to move to your next level, if you feel like you need that inner coach to come out, because sometimes maybe you get stuck, maybe you're just dealing with some things and you don't have a place to go, then I challenge you to check out our life coach certification for leaders on our website. The information is right here below. If you go to our website, all you got to do is say in the middle, choose the path of I want to be a coach. And even if you're not ready to be a coach, maybe you need a coach right now to kind of help you to facilitate some of the things that are going on in your life so you can improve, so you can learn how to self-care better. Because I will say, whatever happens in your personal life, it transfers over into your professional life, which impacts other people. And people don't leave jobs, they leave people. And one thing I can say about life coaching is it gives you a greater responsibility of learning how to take care of yourself in the most difficult years, so you don't project those fears and you don't project those pains onto other people. And that's what it's all about here. It's just coming in and being your vulnerable self and allowing yourself to heal with the kick-ass tribe. Okay, so we welcome you to try out, explore our website. If you have any questions, go up and to contact us. I will be the one that you would typically speak to because I just love talking to everybody. And we thank you for tuning in for episode 2, season 1
Episode 2.
of 1 million life coaches around the globe. We
Episode
appreciate
2.
you, and we will see you on next Monday at the same time in the same place.
Thank you, Master Coach LaKendra. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you so much,
DMC.
Master Coach.
So happy to be here.
Thank you.